Alright, so this one's gonna be special. Just technically speaking, this was actually a request that I got from someone in a server to do this, and it was also a backlog game as well, so that means that it fits pretty much very neatly then into that into both groups. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare it. So also I'm gonna run the pre-rolls quickly just so we get those out of the way. Then and we are ready in 3, 2, 1, zo. Yeah, this was a request by somebody in a server that I'm in as well. And like I said, I haven't even I had this game in my library for a while, but I didn't really touch it. I think I only learned about it because in a different server someone was talking about it, and I figured might as well. Yep. Oh, yep, and there's the audio. Alright. So,
Dear reader,
okay.
allow me to introduce you to my book.
I have a feeling this is going to be a very bizarre game as well.
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1.
Okay.
Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change.
Alright. Got it.
Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Alright. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I'll start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6-year-old when you... Fuck. I... Welcome. This is me not being able to raid for a second. I'm just gonna get a drink first. I was 6 years old when you died. It's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
I can tell. Well, after I banged on your door until your gran answered. And after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just... missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rolla. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Oh, what's this?
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book.
Oh, sure.
That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
If that's gonna, I mean, like, if this game is not gonna use mouse controls, then I'm just gonna go ahead and just pull out my good old controller. I hope that works. Unless it's not. Up, there we go. Now, what is this I just got here? I just got myself a random dia. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for ya. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. Found the perfect way to start a summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Hi there, Sierra. Yeah, I'm doing good, personally. What about you? Are you doing good? And yes, this is technically a new game for the stream, but it's been released, like, for a while now. Hence why we have... This is the reason why I started this backlog series, by the way, to just get to catching up on pretty much everything that I missed out on. That's the whole goal of the whole backlog, to, you know, catch up on everything. Anyways. Well, here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I'll just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know. I'll think of something. I have back pain today, but I'm good. Ugh. Sorry to hear. Really. Hopefully your back treats you better soon. If it's all the same way to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your gran kinda still wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rollo. So we have ourselves a charm that says tickle, and we have an objective.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Okay.
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
So what you're saying is I gotta explore a lot and interact with everything.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
Just do every interaction and hope that I get some. Yep, there we go. We got a charm that says ponder.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
So, to get an idea, I have 2 charms right now, and I have no idea what these are gonna do, but if they're collectibles, then I'm gonna find it. Is this a new game? Actually, let me check its release date on Steam, because this was actually released on Steam as well. And technically speaking, I was requested to play it as well. Friend on the server. Oh boy. Yeah, this was released back in, like, 2022, so I'm like 4 years late to the party. Yeah, September 2022. So technically like 3 years and however many months, but I don't know.
Just some dusty knickknacks.
Alright then, what's up this way?
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
I can tell why. What are your plans besides streaming? Well, I'm gonna be back in uni in like 2 weeks, so that's going to cause some hampering on the streaming schedule. But we'll see what happens. Like, if I manage to get some homework done before, like, if I manage to get my homework done in an efficient manner, then I'll be able to squeeze in some time to stream. Though I'm not expecting to be able to stream as often, or even more often for that matter. I know I'll be able to stream more often next week. It's just the week after. It's gonna be a problem.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Hide. Up there's another charm. Commandeering, you say? I know that I can jump here, but why
Gran's
would I
bed
need
was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Huh.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Hey, we got a chill charm.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner.
Alright. Yeah.
Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Yeah, like next week I'll be able to stream more often because I'm gonna be off shifts. Like, incredibly often. Yeah. I'll say I do like the vibes so far. It's very chill.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Very strict meal planning. I get it.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
So jump. I knew it. Probably not a good idea, but we'll see.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. Oh my! The exciting! I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years.
Okay, how so?
You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic.
I can tell. Please explain.
You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
Add something to the channel points? I have to think about what to add to the channel points. That's the problem, is that I haven't had any ideas yet. And I have to figure out how I'm going to implement them as well, which is the other problem. That's going to require knowledge. So that's going to be a while before I get around to it. Oh, what the?
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A sturdy old wheelbarrow. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Okay. Hey, Gran. I'm going to hang out with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We're just gonna go... Oh dear, we have to make a choice! We've been thinking about it for a while. Just had Bunk and Pedro. Who the heck is Pedro? I don't know what Pedro is. And as for the Bunk command, that's gonna be kind of difficult, because then I have to, like, get a hammer gif or something to, like, spawn in, and that's going to be very difficult. Pedro music? Is that copyrighted? Because if that's copyrighted, then I don't want to, like, risk getting copyrighted on Twitch. Especially after what happened last time I got copyrighted on Twitch. It was for Deltarune. Actually, no, I don't think it was for Deltarune. I think it was for I think it was actually for Undertale, but that was, like, years ago. Whatever. Point is, the last time I got copyrighted on Twitch, you know what happened? My stream got silenced in specific areas. And that meant that when I exported the stream, there was silence in a specific segment that I couldn't handle. So, oh boy. It's not true. I've seen it on many streamers' channels. Even still, like, if it's... I don't want to risk copyright right now. This is... So this is where I have to make my first choice anyways. Let's see. Probably not hide. Either I can ponder or chill. Whatever you think is best, I just suggested it. I'll probably go with the bunk command, but that's gonna require me to figure out how I'm gonna implement the command in the first place. And I'm using a PNG tuber anyways. That means that, you know, it's not gonna look nearly as good. I think that the best choice here is to say chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We're just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stuck to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
Uh-oh. The Chronicle.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Grand Jury. Thanks, game. Ponder.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? Oh, what are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
But make sure you don't overburden yourself with the preponderance of I can't even. Huh? I'll forget it. Off with you now. Oh, and Luca, you and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know. Get into trouble with Rolo. Alright. So this is gonna be a very massive choices matter type of experience, which I'm in for. I wanna investigate everything though. I need to investigate everything before I make any progress. What is this? Is this gonna give me a charm if I just stand here? If that's the case, then. Go. Come on. Whoop. Alright. Dang it, Rolo.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Yeah. I will say I do like the art in this game. It looks really good. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Foul harvest. That implies that a harvest went bad, or something. Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? I'm sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're god dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. Couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. A harvest awaits and all that. Oh, now. Left side's a little low. Of course. Sorry, Mr. Van Horn, get up now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I? It's Mayor Valentine.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it. What can Mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you, Mr. Van Horn. Like, you can just lean against the side of anything in this game, or at least as long as you can lean against it. There's gonna be... Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, that is some interesting jump mechanics. So, like, if you're gonna commit... So, if you... So, here's what I mean by that. Like, I'm gonna move left, and then... Yeah. As you can see, the moment you jump, you're locked in the direction that you're jumping in. That means you're gonna have to commit to the jump if you are going to jump at all. That's incredibly strange. I don't think there's gonna be any platforming, but god. Weird. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Ah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's it happening today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. Till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown day, well, aren't I gonna be the one who blinks? Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. Sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we'll pound you. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said... Yeah, but... If I had a nickel for every yeah, but... I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. Crime. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Brilliant, sorry, it's my first week at Perennial
He
Harvest.
pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. We're going to be on a first name basis, and you can call me Pete. Ah, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. It all starts here in Beacon Ponds. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Our thoughts? You bet. We're gonna change this town. We need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Haha. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Did you answer a few questions? I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down, see it's not that hard, is it? Okay, we're going already. Question 2. What's something you love about Beacon Ponds? Never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. You're literally writing everything down? Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. And save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Harvest awaits. Okay. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. And that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. Excuse me, sorry, I only woke up a few hours, like an hour or 2 ago. Do you ever want his chair back? I've taken it to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown. Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring? Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Is this gonna be a very crucial choice?
Luca gently... Good for...
Alright. Give it a good kiss now. Have to reel it in a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest. Eh.
Luca gently baited first.
Okay. There we go. Easy there, buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. Are you kidding me?
Luca gently but first.
Okay. Did a good cast, and... Okay, so it's basically just Spiritfarer's fishing minigame. Hey, it's a rubber duck. Well, be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You're just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. Told you it turned up.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Right. Got some... Oh, get in some water. Alright. What do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Some things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. But wherever it is. I hope that the other booth at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Okay. Anything else we can get here? Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Don't do this. Anything else then? Looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? Okay. So I just need to get some new stuff. No, I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press the charms button. B. We only have, like, only 2 of those were actually related to the bait. The tickle and the junk. So it looks like I would need to find more bait. Mission control. Authorized personnel only.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
What is this? You can rest here.
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Neat.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Wonder if that's gonna come into play.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Okay, what's the top secret plan to start a summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing, are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the fowl harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I mean, we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers? My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Look, I remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I got your back. Thanks, Rollo. And I think about it, looking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go. Alright, check around for any secret interactions. I don't see any. This area is blocked off. Get some more junk. Oh, hi. Just catching my breath a little bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Can't go that way. Alright. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. Ah yes, more interactions. Piper? Oh hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. It's like the morning. Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, Zariel. Hey, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you never work a day in your life. What does that even mean? Okay. Wow. Really setting the kid up for success. That's an interesting motto.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooden path, unaware of the dangers ahead. Oh, this is getting good.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Fellow thought he saw some lights there last night. Rolo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. Winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. Well... I wouldn't say that's exactly true, to be honest. Because change doesn't really denote good or bad, it just means that it's not the same. Last Chance Diner. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? Skipped up before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell ya. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of our favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rolo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rolo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared of her, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner. she... Oh god, it's the right behind me gag all over again. Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? Couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with ya. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. I gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank's Atomic's Shrinko Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy is to be a little... chill? Maybe?
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer, the sun's shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paul always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Oh, rats. Expect a full report about the Valentine place. Full report. Investigate the Valentine warehouse alone. So, Fitz. Damn, that's a terrifying face you got there. What are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. And I also have no other charms. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. Sharper
A
Valentine.
bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. Huh. I want to quickly check around the area, get some more stuff. Hey, Don. Sorry to wake you. No problem, it comes with the job.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rolo said saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard some things. Working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. Still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everyone is preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then? Catch you then. Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. Oh boy, any other interactions? Gotta find them. I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Nothing else? Can't even walk the lawn? God damn it. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
So the bad harvest, then... No crops on the field, so does that mean that there were no crops growing then? Because then that would be a no harvest. So bad harvest would imply to me, personally, that all the crops went bad somehow, whether it be due to, you know, infestations of pests or invasive plant species or whatever. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncrete. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Yeah, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. But don't let this old man slow you down. You Just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
That's his drugstore. So he's been selling her drugs of some kind. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Do ants get squashed too? Oh, sure. Bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weep Wood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it. But wait, before heading to the woods...
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
There's legitimately nothing here. Are you serious? Alright.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that something new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
That's 2.
1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building.
There was an alternate path back there, though.
Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Hold on. Before I go that way, what's this alternative path? Let's see here. Toxic waste! Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Why is there just a bucket of toxic... I have so many questions. Why is there just a barrel of toxic waste over there? Is that not even a concern at all? Oh, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Ew.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Oh boy. In we go! Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper.
The
Footsteps.
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Ah, I got the shit charm.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle.
Uh-oh.
Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change, huh?
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this.
Okay.
There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay. So we have a use for the shit charm. Now, the best way to deal with an enraged Robinus was to be a little shit. Let's be a little shit, then.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? That little shit just kicked me. Well, you want your little webs, you gotta come out eventually. Sorry. Sorry about that. Rella can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything seriously here. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all. No, that is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken up residence to keep house? Yeah? How's that going? You mostly stay out of each other's way. Make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, Harris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Boy's got too much of his father in him. Alright, here we go. I win. Little help. I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. That's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why'd you do that? Polly says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. Sure, you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Well, I know what I'm doing. Oh, you're a genius. It's not really a genius move, it's just fucking common sense. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing two ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Rumble. Huh. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? Bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. You sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo. It would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. Good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone? Hold two phones. Check out these bad boys. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. These actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic, ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Something's coming. Give me your hand. Try it, my hands are covered in squish. Scoot over, I'm coming in. There he is. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. Coming back, get down. Alright, I guess that explains why there's so much waste.
Petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Look, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
Snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
Some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm, this is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Uh-oh. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run from our lives plan. Alright, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. Make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Well, I'll give you credit. Sure found an eventful way to start our summer. That's what I do. Here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted.
Sorry.
35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3.
Oh, there we go.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Finished a giant mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. You sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, then there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Stern figure. Oh, and Luca? You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Whoops! That was strange. Book's still open, there's no secret interactions. Apparently there's still more use for the word shit.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
It's coming from inside the house. Morse code? Somewhere in the house there's some Morse code. I don't know where any electrical noises will be coming from. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think. He wasn't.
Okay. Oh, what the? Nope, somebody knocked. Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood! If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay, I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo. Where are you? Check the library for Rollo. Hold on. Is there gonna be an achievement for destroying all of these? Or is there nothing? There's literally nothing. There's literally nothing. God damn it. Hey there, Matt. How are you doing? Are you doing good? And also, thanks for redeeming that. Alright. But I'm doing good personally. Wonder what's down this path, though. I didn't
The
even
road
check.
leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Okay. And there's nothing that way, then. What the? Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipbirds. Setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. Told him I was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Kind of a mess we got here, eh? Right mess. Any new baits we have here? Nope.
Luca tied a... What fish could...
Oh, well, there's nothing in there. Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rollo around? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish here in the pond. Yeah. Eh. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
What are you playing? This is Beacon Pines. It's been sitting in my backlog for long enough. So I figured.
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Is there any use for it? Currently, we're on our new branch. He's just a sleepy little boy. Howdy, Luke. Hello again, Pete. Not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Oh, yeah, it's no problema. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you stop at telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. God, you joker. We're all part of this together. Let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Can't go that way. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple of more minutes. Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy. When I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. My parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, Mr. Cotter. Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. Just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now where'd she run off to? Can't go into town hall, that's great. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. Doesn't even see the danger he's in. Wow. Hi, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can order only decaf. Huh. I just realized there was a down path over here. Hey, Yusun. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just a shadow of a family. Clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Cling! Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. No use for the cling, then. Hey, Griffin, has Rollo been by? I haven't seen him all day. Sure, he'll show up safe and sound. When he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. No touching. What's in the History Museum? Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow.
No.
In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
Huh. That was unhelpful. So, okay. New information, the bad harvest. I assume then that Sharper Valentine, then, so, whatever happened in the bad harvest likely was the reason for Sharper's death. So, and if there's like and of course there's like I was thinking about it, there was also like a barrel of toxic waste as well, so I wonder if that barrel of toxic waste has to do with the bad harvest. Hey Don. Is it true about Rollo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights, your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where'd you see him last? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. Did my best work at night. Yeah, I figured that's the case. Only place to check now is the library.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Dunno, I just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Of course.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hankademic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read: Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hankatomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Huh.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck. What's wrong with that?
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
The what now?
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? And do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by
Luke's
choice.
family moved often. giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing. Guess so. Like, missing. That sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up! What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Now that's kinda like me and Rolo. Because Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. Suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. No use for the telephone. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. Never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? Don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would ya? Of course. So from what I gather, this game's gonna have a lot of endings.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Nothing there. Nothing in here. Yikes. Seems like every single time I start a loop, all interactions are reset. Or at least all interactions that I've already done are reset. Dang, they put it up the way in.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expect from this place. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. I thought she said silence, but she said science. I have terrible reading comprehension skills, clearly. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo.
Okay, May Borowski.
Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Ah, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. He looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Take his name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. Probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Now, this is a full story-based game. Yeah, I've played to be fair, I already played like 2 other story-heavy games on this channel as well. First was Night in the Woods, and the second was Burden Street Station. Which, yes, I did. Yeah, which, by the way, if you have missed that, the VODs are up over on the second channel. Yeah. Why would you hang out with this dude? But, I don't know. Oh, he seems pretty alright. Hey, why do you have to be so... You. I'll get some water. My cup just ran dry, so I'll have to grab some. Be right back, then. First thing... Alright, so, first things you know about me is that my PC's in my own room. So I sleep in the same room that I game in, which is very weird and can be a bit of a problem sometimes. Pretty sure most people would logically game in a different room than they sleep. Anyways. But, here we go. Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. Shoot, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Hey, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Haha, well look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Time to bust out the... Oh boy, which one do we use? Strange or Tickle? Let's go with Strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
Weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ooh.
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk! My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
You don't feel so good. Sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
You just have to find Rollo. Took the words right out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Yeah. No shit. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We're just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. It can be disorienting, you know. Starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourself. Yeah, come on, Beck. Can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Well, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. She'd march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyways.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
Guess all well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. That strange response worked, at least.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? What was the branch? Okay, so strange response worked. Not sure what Tickle would have done. Gran? No, I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just looking for Rolo. He's not around. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured he wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rolo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. Guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. "The wrong choice, but I respect it." The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
What?
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Hello?
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rolo, is that you? Luca! There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now. but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. You seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no. Trust. Please. Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. Need to... The treehouse. The
With
treehouse.
that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Well, you're a
Luca
genius.
grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Late at night.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Aram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Paris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I have no time to contact her after you called this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Fran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Yeah. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your grand enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your grand been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seemed. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna skate out here. I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luke. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see it? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. Situations such as these, odd is
The two
good.
boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. Should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Sign. They can't mean the festival sign. Better head up to the treehouse. It can't be the festival sign that they changed, because I don't think it's the festival sign they changed. And it can't be the Welcome to Beacon Pines song either. Wait, what the? Old Picker's Pond. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster, and now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy,
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? Must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they are going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're going to figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? They found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Why are there so many of the same people there? Do you have any time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course, what? Oh my god. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. Bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We'd love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy there! Iggy, there you are! You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. Just need you to let us up there and take care of him. Tell me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fellow just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Her smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is only gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. Uh-oh.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey! That wasn't called for, more than a little rude. Just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
So, okay, yep, and there we go. The shit option has 100% left. Oh, what is this? Before we continue with that path, let's go back here and struggle. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
Oh, well, look at that.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So I don't need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rello get up to yesterday? Rello had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tulliver and the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tulliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Oh, new information. Hello, it's Jennifer Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is, we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. I want to check around first. This time there's no walkie-talkie. So, that seems like an important thing to mention. There's nothing else to interact with here. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. Wait, what? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I gotta deliver this into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it the whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. Not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Straight back to Beacon Pines again. You can tell those jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Oh god, damn it. So, how am I gonna deliver this, then? One to the diner. Oh, no. Sorry, no. I meant this button. Mr. Tolliver, Mrs. Fratelli, and Mr. Nuncreed. Mr. Wilder, I trust ya. Time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Oh yes, that is the news today. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. That seems like the problem. Hey, Don.
Hey, Luca. What's up? They got you on jam delivery, aye? Yep. You seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, they came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Let's make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli.
Finally, we get to see her.
Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ready to help, Mama? Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli's away. Gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hiya, Roxy. Luca. I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rollo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says children are to be sails pulling every family forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Could I come back? No, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. Silver lining without him around, I can have my usual. 9 stack of cold cuts, topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Cold cuts, sloppy chili, got it. Why the fuck would I choose this? Well, cold cuts and chili. I have to assume this is chili. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Gadzooks, they struck the wait staff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him the fish and rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? Sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? That wants what it wants. Sweet tooth and cactus. Okay, there's my answer. Indulgent and some cacti. This is gonna hurt in more ways than one, kid. I've never had cactus at all. I've seen cactuses, though, before. Here's your order. Call it the sweet and stabby. Ha! Now that's a burger with a bite. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. If I could just be let alone, Mr. Van Hollen. Oh sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being me or no, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. Didn't really choose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. It sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Oh my god. Not that again. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. New king will set up shop pretty quickly. You're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Is this foreshadowing? This is foreshadowing, isn't it? Nature abhors a vacuum. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue on Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes. Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on a delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today.
Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. Tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. Nope. Fucking damn it, I always instinctively press the wrong button. Mr. Tolliver is up next. I don't know where Mr. Tolliver is. Better not dilly-dally. Gotta get this jam delivered. I don't know where he's gonna be. Mr. Tolliver, I mean. Only place to check is here. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where'd you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Hey.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
Does he have something for me? Yeah, Grant had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yes, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam
He
today.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. This is my last delivery. Can I just leave the basket here with you? Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Weird. Why is he whispering? Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you? You ask too many questions. Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... Hey, what a crazy coincidence. He's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pizza. Sorry, fine. Fuck! Dang. Damn it. How did I fumble it up? How did I fumble that so bad? Favorite topping is pineapple. Got it. There we go. Favorite topping is fucking pizza. Imagine pizza as a topping. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Alien. This is Alona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Alright, it feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. Well, one down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Oh, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. Just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. So you don't get into too much trouble now. Alright, so yeah, this is a new timeline, by the way. I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? Oh, yeah, one. Moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Is this like a story branching choice? Hmm. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. Festival's coming up. That festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs. Fuck, I can barely pronounce that word. Cockamamie. What is it? Cockamamie shindigs all the time. Where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it. The difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. So who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing. Bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Oh, hey, that's the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. We can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing. I have a feeling we're gonna mention their work.
Chapter 4.
Oh, hey, new chapter.
Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself.
Where do you live? I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck... Manners? It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where you said his mom went missing? Beck. Sorry, Luca, this move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Millie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground. Isn't that just gardening, though?
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nelly means is, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yeah, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best, and some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you did.
Beck slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. Should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. The almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza, it was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up! I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Well, it's either rumble or break. Let's do break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. There's a juicy secret you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. It's Eris Valentine. Who's she talking to? I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. This is what I'm talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. Just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Can't wait to see the look on that Rube Care's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. There's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. I was expecting shady. That's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine, his vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Well, that's a twist.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
What is this, Little Red Riding Hood?
Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just go to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Meeting up. Alright.
For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
Clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
There's 2 of them on my screen. Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Maybe try minding your P's and Q's. What does that even mean?
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
This is... You know what this is giving me vibes of? So, like, there's a storyline in Night in the Woods. Hold on. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. Next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. The Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Yeah, like I was saying, this kind of gives me vibes of a certain plotline in Night in the Woods, because late in the game you realize that there's this cult in the town, sacrificing people who they would consider disposable, people who wouldn't be missed in the town. And one of those people was a young lad by the name of Casey, who was tossed into the pit one day. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure in tone, are you prepared to live with the truth? Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait! Alright. No dilly-dallying.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you. Yeah, now I know that you're the shadiest little shit ever.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
Not sure about that. Nonsense. This reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yeah, she's been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not all. That's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you passed my thanks on to her. History Museum adds a real air of importance to the whole affair. I couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. Darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here. Undoubtedly. The seeds of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mr. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Alright. Shady guys there, at least. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? He's... Rolo? Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy, he's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thing is. Kinda a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay, there used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. The Valentines grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used as fertilizer. Things were good. And something big, but around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. Something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. No one knows why. Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put up sup in hotels, one town over a week. It was like one town over for a week, while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. About time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. See, my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know what the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Okay. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Yeah. So it seems like we've explored everything on that side for now. There's also the tickle option, which we've never done. Alright. Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button every single time. Come on. There we go. Where'd you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? Doesn't imagine it if I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust this new recruit? I vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so, it seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. The man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. I keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Harris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rolo let out a low whistle.
They weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine... I can't even. Clandestine. There we go, clandestine. Made up. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine White House. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Harris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kinda awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude, aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town, and the leader is your gran and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke the person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged, but she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know, we haven't talked much since we moved in. Since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. Sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something, and Polly says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. My gran really is hiding something.
Do you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Grant's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always a game for a good snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? And with that, I think that's going to be it today. Well, let me just quickly do this event or something. Rella, what on earth is that? Hmm? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yeah, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
That's my phone ringing. I don't recognize the number, though. Let's just pretend it doesn't exist. If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's just what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat. It may already be too late. Just think of the mountains of documents lost to ash. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well! Look who stands to reason now! And I have no idea where the key is. It's really important. Then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who's ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she's always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rollo. Is your time to shine? Ah, yes. You called upon my expert detective skills. Now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this is my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. And I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup
As
and...
Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Well, there's another twist. Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. But I was gonna say, that was gonna be it for today's stream of Beacon Pines. I didn't expect that part of the segment to take as long as it did. I expected to be exploring out there, but I guess we're here. So yeah, I'll be back likely next week on Tuesday to finish this. To like, or not really finish. I don't even know how long this game is. We'll be continuing this game in my backlog next week. Also, next week is the release of Deltarune, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of split between either streaming it, split chapter, or when it releases, or if I. Actually, wait, is it releasing next week? I forgot. I know that the trailer was out. When is Deltarune Chapter 5 coming out? June 24th. So releases in like June 24th, June 24th, June 24th. Where's my calendar app? Oh, that's on Wednesday next week. Yeah. That presents a problem. I don't know. That'll wait out. But I've been conflicted on whether or not I should stream it all the way through again as a refresher, because let's be honest, I've forgotten a lot about what's happened, and I'm not watching through all of my old VODs just to figure it out, to be frank. Or if I should just continue and stay confused, or if I should just wait for the rest of the chapters to be out. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just see about that next week. So yeah. Be back next week for more of this backlog. Thank you all for watching. See you all next week. Bye bye.